Here is a summary of 2 days of fishing out in Hopedale, Louisiana, out of Hopedale Marina. My first time ever fishing there. The blue at the top is day 2, the yellow is day 1. You can see I covered a lot of water on day 1. Went down there through those canals and into some open ponds. Ended up finding a lot of bass, some trout, and a few redfish. It was a really good day. You can see the fish at the end of the day there, some really good sized bass and a huge red also. What follows is footage from day 2. You can see again the blue map. I headed up to Lena Lagoon, fished the marsh up there. It was extremely windy. The marsh helped me hide from some of that wind. Ended up with a double limit redfish and bass. It's early. We're down at the end of the world down here. Can't beat it. Nothing but water. Beautiful morning again. Hopedale, Louisiana. Ready for another 10 hours of fishing. Alright, it is early. Around 5:30. Duck hunters, shrimp boats, and a few early fishermen. A little windier than expected, but not too bad. Should be a good day. Nice and early. We got a big redfish. Already caught a couple of trout. Oh man, this is nice clean water. Yeah, this is a good keeper. Ooh, beautiful. I don't see the lure. It is way down in there. A couple of small trout. Thought I had another trout hit. And the duck hunters are shooting behind me. Let's get this guy in the boat. That's gonna keep. That's a good one. Try to make the transition to the bag without losing him. Alright, he is in there. Alright, another one. Just caught a good bass. Now I've got a redfish. Man, this has been interesting. I thought I was going to run into some problems because of the wind. This is turning out good in this canal. Oh, shrimp creole with a spinner. It has been the best bait this entire trip. Look at this beauty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Blue tail, one big spot. That's a perfect eating redfish. Redfish were definitely more active on day 2, catching them on a matrix jig and also the shrimp creole with a gold spinner. And also plenty of bass, just non-stop. That's bass number 4, actually number 5. Man, these marsh bass are something. Round like footballs. Very, very cool. Since the redfish were biting a bit, I decided to try a little sight fishing. It's always my favorite thing to do. Stand and search for those redfish. The conditions have to be right, but when they are, it sure is a fun way to do it. Anyhow, that kayak is awesome, stable enough for easy standing. And another favorite thing is these awesome marsh canals, just cruising through that marsh way out in the back there. Find that these long straight marsh canals aren't as productive. Better when you have some curves in there. You can find a lot more fish, but it sure is pretty and very peaceful. I was alternating between a shrimp creole and a holy jolly matrix shad with a gold spinner. Very easy lure to use, simply cast and retrieve. Seems to trigger a real reaction bite. Bass love it, and also the redfish sometimes will hit it too. And the other bait of choice was the Matrix Craw. Kind of wish I had the white color for this trip, but I was using mostly watermelon, and that also works great for the bass and the redfish, and they'll really tag that. Gives you a chance for a great hook set.
Now that's a better hook set. That's a redfish. Oh yeah, way out there. All right, right in the middle of this opening. Oh, he's in the weeds. He's in the weeds. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get him. Here he comes. Oh, this feels like a good one. God, this has been. Just missed 4 bass in a row. That thing is under the kayak. Now he's on the other side of it. Look at this water. Now he's going under again. Look at this water. Just beautiful. Look at that thing.
Just a great redfish, right in the spot where they should be. Nice little narrow cut. That was a fun one to fight.
Oh man, he almost pulled the rod out of my hand. This is a big, big redfish. Golly. I mean, that was sweet. I just missed a little bass. And then this guy just yanked it out of my hand almost. Look at the size of this thing. Oh, Matrix Craw.
Really wish I had the strike on video. I didn't have the camera recording. But this redfish hit this Matrix Craw right when it landed. And good thing I had my hand on that rod because he yanked it forward. What a fun fight again.
Man. I think he just realized he was hooked. Swimming around in circles. Come on, buddy. Get up. Oh, man, that's a big fish. That is so fun. I can't even tell you. There he is. Perfect.
That was keeper redfish number 4, and I already had a ton of bass. So I was working on a double limit. Surely was fun. Needed to find one more redfish.
Nice bass. Oh, man, that was fun. He ain't coming off. Right where a bass should be. Point.
Well, the bass kept biting. No complaints. But I really needed that last redfish.
Oh, so good.
Red represents the very end of the day. Instead of heading back to the marina, I decided to head to the rock dam, a well-known spot in Hopedale. Needed to get that last redfish. I managed to find a giant one jigging at the bottom. You can see a picture of him in the middle here. I didn't have the camera recording for it, but nice redfish. Limit of bass, limit of redfish. What a day. About 11 hours of fishing, and the time seemed to go so fast. What a beautiful picture on the way in. Pelicans flying over and a shrimp boat right in the middle of the canal. Doesn't get much better than that. headed back to the camper for some great and much needed sleep. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck with your fishing.